Today's the last game for the Montreal Canadiens. If they win today, they'll be 108. And Tampa Bay wins tomorrow, they'll be 108. So right now, there's no point anymore for the Canadiens to try to go after the Atlantic Division lead as Buffalo has won it. But right now, so now we know who Montreal's going to be facing. They're going to be facing Tampa Bay in the first round of the playoffs. So since that's all been done, people are asking, so what's the point of this game against the Flyers? Well, there is. If the Montreal Canadiens win tonight and Tampa Bay loses tomorrow, Montreal has home field advantage for this round. If they lose and Tampa Bay wins, Tampa Bay starts off at home in Tampa, so Montreal starts on the road. So just to go over this quickly, the head-to-head playoffs between these two teams is 3-1. Montreal, the only time Montreal won, I think, was in 2014, where they swept them. And the biggest outcry was in 2020, where Montreal faced Tampa Bay in the Stanley Cup Finals. Yes, it's weird. Two Eastern teams facing each other in a bubble series, which to me is so stupid because in my mind, the Stanley Cup Finals was between Vegas and Montreal, and that ended in 7 games overtime against Vegas, and Montreal won. But whatever, there's nothing we can do about it. So we're going to look real quickly into this series against Tampa Bay and Montreal. So this season, the series has been tied 2-2 or 2-1. I thought it was tied 2-2. But anyway, the last time these teams faced each other, Montreal won at home 2-1. I think that's the game where Caulfield got his 50th. Yeah, that's right, got his 50th goal, and then Tampa Bay tied it close to end of regulation, and then Yuri Slavkovsky hit the game-winning goal with his 30th goal of the season, and so that's how we have it. Yeah, so the series tied 2-2. So we're looking at the home record to see which teams are. So we're looking at the home record for the Canadiens is 24-14-2, and the Lightning home record is 26-13-1. But according to what I learned about who has the better home away record, Montreal is better at home, and Tampa Bay is better on the road. So it looks like this is going to be an even matchup. And if you want my opinion on who's going to win this, which teams win the series, I'll get that to the end. So if we want to do a comparison between the top players, Montreal has the youngest core, the hottest team, the cool kids on the block, as they say, the comeback, the heart attack Habs, all those good things. They've been so exciting. So you want to break down. So you want to look at Montreal's young core, where not all of them has playoff experiences. They all have play experience. My bad. They were in the playoffs last year, and they lost to Washington. So let's look at it. So all these players are having career years. Caulfield, Saturday Night Delight, Hockey Night Canada player. He has 50 goals of the season. Really talented. You have Nick Suzuki, the captain of the team. He just hit his 100th points. First time that has happened in a long, long time. Yuri Slavkovsky, 30 points. And they have a very good defenseman. Hopefully he's healthy. Mike Matheson. So all these players are good, along with their goalie, Jakub Dobesh, who's having a good year. Is basically 29-4. Goals against is 2.75, and save percentage is 903. And so I think he was playing the last game against Tampa. If I'm wrong, I apologize. So he's been on a tear. They had a lot of issues in the beginning where they got big leads. They couldn't hold it. I think a lot of it was part of Sanlabu, who was their starting goalie, but now looks like he's not. And it sounds like they're going to let him go at the end of the year. Who knows? And their other rookie goalie, Jake Fowler, who's also having an amazing year. So those two goalies, if they're hot, they can help the Canadiens to go far this season. If we move towards the Tampa Bay team, where you have Nikita Khrushchev, he has he hit 130 points season. Brian Point, Victor Hedman, and the unstoppable wall, the goalie of all goalies, Andrei Vasilevsky, who is a who's a Stanley Cup champion, very experienced. So expect Tampa Bay to use their experience to face off against the Canadians. So overall, if you're looking at this, you're looking at youth versus experience, or youth versus an older team but has experiences in it. So with that being said, it's basically who wants it more. To me, Tampa Bay has been there, done it, and this is just like another day at the office for them. Montreal, they haven't won since '93, and the last time they won was against the Kings, and it would be really cool if that happened, Kings versus Montreal this season, this Stanley Cup playoffs. And if Montreal beats them, it'll be the the 25th Stanley Cup title they win, and the first time they ever won in the Bell Center, because the last time they won it was in '93 at the Forum, and then I think 3 years later, '96 was last year at the Forum. So, which by the way, is just one I really want to see down the road. So, if I had to make a decision who's going to win this game, my bias is this can go either way, but if I really want to put this, and it seems just like a Cinderella story, I think the Canadians are going to pull it off. It's going to be hard because they're facing a elite, experienced playoff team, but you don't know how good they are now. Can their old age get to them? Can the heart of the Montreal Canadiens do it? Like, for example, we look at the St. Louis Blues of 2019. No one really expected them to do it, get their far, and they just showed everybody off. Same with the '93 Canadiens. No one expected them to do it. Young, youthful team, pull it off. So if the Canadiens keep their defensive line in, and Dobich plays very well, and they protect him, and Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Lane Hudson all play really well. Like, this is it. And with the great coach of Martin St. Louis, I think Montreal can win this in 6 or 7 games. But we'll have to see. So that's my predictions on that one. It's gonna be a hard road for them anyway if they win tonight, because you have Buffalo, you have Boston, you have Carolina, Ottawa, Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia. So we're going to have to see how that goes. I'll do more playoff stuff as it is. Tonight I'll try to do a streaming of the Habs and Philadelphia the last round. But if I'm looking at this thing real quickly, I think Montreal has a chance. I think they can match well with Buffalo, because Buffalo came out of nowhere. Carolina, the Canadians have their number. Ottawa is a surprise team, but they're also very good. They just got in there. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, I don't have much of an opinion on them. But if I had to pick, I think tonight's gonna be a real hard matchup if they get through that, and then who knows? But I think this is Montreal's biggest chance to do it. And if they don't make it, the good thing is that young core, they can always add on for next season. But I think they're going to win this series 6-7. And stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for more updates here on Broken Stick Media, and looking forward to seeing you during the NHL live streams.